In the previous video, we looked at a new expression of quantities, the percent expression of quantities. Remember we said percents are talking about how many out of 100. So if you say 38%, you're saying 38 out of 100. And we looked at how do we convert an expression of quantity as a percent into its equivalent expression as a decimal. And we set up our little chart, and since we were going from percent to decimal in our little chart, remember our frogs drink Pepsi chart? We were moving to the left, and we said that's what we do. To go from a percent to a decimal, you move the decimal point of the percent to the left to form the equivalent as a decimal number. Well, let's look now at converting a decimal expression into its equivalent as a percent. Well, now, in my frogs drink Pepsi chart, I'm moving to the right. So that's what I do. I move the decimal point to the right, and the same number of places as before. I move it 2 places to the right. So 45 hundredths would be, when I move the decimal point 2 places to the right, would be equivalent to 45%. We move the decimal point 2 places to the right, add the percent sign, and that gives us the percent equivalent of a decimal number. So here, 9 100ths, we would move the decimal point 2 places to the right, add the percent sign, so 9 100ths is the same as saying you have 9%. 75 100ths, move the decimal point 2 places to the right, add the percent sign, that's 75%. 255 thousandths, again we're moving to the right on our chart, our frogs drink Pepsi chart. Move the decimal point 2 places to the right, which puts it between the two fives. Add the percent sign. So 25.5% is the equivalent to 255 thousandths. I'm moving to the right on my chart. I move the decimal point to the right. Here, 1 49 100ths, moving the decimal point 2 places to the right, gives me 149%. Which makes sense that it's more than 100% since this is more than 1. So it would have to be more than 100% if you had more than 1. Having 1 is having 100%. So if you have more than 1, you have to have more than 100%. But again, converting a decimal to a percent involves moving the decimal point to the right. And that's what my chart helps me understand. Decimal to percent, I'm moving to the right on the columns. I move the decimal point to the right. And in each instance, we move the decimal point 2 places to the right, add the percent sign, and that gives us the equivalent expression of this decimal number as a percent.